afternoon. I'm Pamela Van Meer, Kawartha 411 News, and this is your 5 at 5:30. Your top news headlines from in and around the City of Kawartha Lakes for Monday, July 13th, sponsored by Income Tax Plus in Lindsay, family owned and operated since 1988. The province announced today that coffee shops and restaurants can open up for indoor dining as of Friday. It's part of the government's Stage 3 of the reopening plan. And in Stage 3, many local businesses will be allowed to fully reopen the City of Kawartha Lakes as part of the Stage 3 plan. Of course, they will still have to have social distancing and other measures in place. Go to Kawartha 411 for more. Today's the day the mandatory use of non-medical face masks and face coverings in many commercial establishments in the City of Kawartha Lakes came into effect. The Haliburton-Kawartha Pine Ridge District Health Unit says it is to prevent the spread of COVID-19, and they are instructing that non-medical masks or face coverings be worn in many indoor public spaces in the area. The health unit issued this under the authority of the Ontario Regulation 263/20 under the Emergency Management and Civil Protection Act. For more on this, you can go to our website, kawartha411.ca. It's been 100 days since the lifeless body of 20-year-old Tally Nolan was discovered in Peterborough. 100 days since her friends and loved ones could talk to her, and 100 days that her killer has been on the loose. On April 3rd at approximately 5:18, the Peterborough Police Service was called to a suspicious death at 243 McDonald Street in Peterborough. Police say upon arrival, they located the deceased 20-year-old Nolan. They say her death was the result of a homicide. Police held a press conference outside the police station today on Water Street to appeal for anyone with information to come forward. Mike Stevens, the lead detective on the case, said someone out there knows who did this and they should do the right thing and come forward.
We're still following leads and tips as they come in. We have several things that we're working on that unfortunately we can't disclose at this time, but it is currently ongoing. Yeah.
Suspects?
No suspects at this time. That's why we're doing this release, to try to get this back in the forefront of everybody's mind in the community, that this is still an ongoing investigation with unknown suspects or suspect, we're not sure, and just looking for information from the community.
Is there any danger to the public at large?
We don't believe so. There's nothing to suggest that there's any danger to the public. We believe this is an isolated incident. We can't really confirm whether it was a random act or she was targeted at this point, but we don't believe there's any concern for the public safety.
The team from Peterborough Northumberland Crime Stoppers was also at the press conference and stressed that tips can be made anonymously.
If you have information, that leads to the arrest, you can receive up to $2,000. And if you don't want to be involved, you are anonymous. So that means when you go online to stopcrimehere.ca and submit a tip, or you call 1-800-222-TIPS, or locally 705-745-9000, and you give a tip, you remain anonymous. We do not subscribe to caller ID. We do not know what your email address is. You receive a tip ID, you are a number to Crime Stoppers.
If you have any information and want to remain anonymous, you can go to stopcrimehere.ca or call 1-800-222-8477. Justin LaCroix just happened to have his fishing rod with him when a parking lot just off of Kent Street in Lindsay flooded on Saturday afternoon. It happened at around 4 o'clock, and LaCroix decided to cast a line. His wife Jenny said he and their children were out getting some groceries when a heavy rainfall caused flooding in the Lindsay area. The kids also joined in on the action. They decided to jump in the puddles and ended up taking a dip in the water. Most of the flooding was centered in around the Whitney Town Centre area as well as the Canadian Tire parking lot, although there was some flooding downtown as well, especially at Victoria Park. Environment Canada had issued a rainfall warning for the City of Kawartha Lakes at the time. It's time now to take a look at the weather. Our weather is sponsored by Team Brad Bird, Mincom Plus Realty in Lindsay, a team that gets your home sold. Much cooler day today with a high of about 25 degrees, gusty winds. 70% chance of showers this evening with a risk of a thunderstorm. For Tuesday, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud, a 30% chance of showers in the afternoon and a high of 27. We'll feel like 32 with the humidex and a low down to 14 overnight. On Wednesday, increasing cloudiness throughout the day and a high of 27 with a low of 17 overnight. And on Thursday, cloudy with a 70% chance of showers and a high of 26 and a low of 15 throughout the night. That's your weather, sponsored by Team Brad Bird, Mincom Plus Realty in Lindsay. That's your news for Monday, July 13th. For a look at all of the day's news in depth, you can go to our website, kawartha411.ca. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.